Your system diverts blood flow to your stomach and digestive organs, which creates something called metabolic water, which is essentially a byproduct of digestion that adds extra fluid to your bloodstream. Your kidneys then have to work overtime during the night to clear out this extra fluid. Part B. The diuretic trap. Diuretics are substances that signal your kidneys to produce more urine, and they can be hiding in what you consider to be healthy meals. We all know that alcohol and caffeine act as diuretics, but so do many natural foods like celery, asparagus, cucumbers, and bell peppers. Even spicy foods can sometimes irritate your bladder. So, that seemingly healthy salad you're enjoying at 8:30 p.m. might actually be the primary reason you're waking up at 2 a.m. The fix: aim to finish your last substantial meal at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. And if nocturia is a persistent problem for you, try shifting those diuretic vegetables to lunchtime instead of dinner. For dinner, stick to cooked vegetable options like carrots, broccoli, or sweet potatoes, which are generally less diuretic. Mistake number 3. The good enough bathroom trip. This one is surprisingly simple, yet incredibly powerful. You make sure to go to the bathroom right before getting into bed, but you end up rushing the process. You think you're completely done, but in reality, you're not. Your bladder is essentially a muscular pouch, and when you rush the emptying process, you typically only empty around 80 to 90% of its capacity. That leftover 10 to 20% gives your bladder a significant head start on filling up again during the night. The fix: practice double voiding. Make this the absolute final thing you do before climbing into bed. Sit down comfortably on the toilet. This helps relax your pelvic floor muscles. Urinate normally, without straining or forcing it. Then, wait for about 30 to 60 seconds. Take a few slow, deep breaths. Lean forward slightly, resting your forearms comfortably on your knees, and try to urinate again. That second, small release can make a surprisingly huge difference in how long you can sleep uninterrupted. Those 2 extra minutes on the toilet could easily translate to 1 extra hour of continuous sleep. Mistake number 2. Your bedroom's microclimate. The temperature of your bedroom can directly affect how your kidneys behave throughout the night. If it's too hot, a warm room or wearing heavy pajamas can prevent your body from effectively cooling down as you sleep. This keeps you in a lighter stage of sleep, which means that your ADH hormone doesn't fully activate, and even a partially full bladder can wake you up prematurely. If it's too cold, when your body gets too cold, it triggers a response called cold diuresis. The blood vessels in your hands and feet constrict, pushing blood towards your core to keep your vital organs warm. Your kidneys sense this increase in blood pressure and start producing more urine as a result. This is the same reason why you always feel the urge to urinate after swimming in cold water. The fix: make a conscious effort to keep your bedroom cool. Wear breathable fabrics to bed and use a light, adjustable blanket that you can easily adjust if you get too hot or cold. Avoid wearing heavy pajamas that trap heat and prevent your body from regulating its temperature effectively. Mistake number 1. The gravity and pressure problem. And now for the biggest mistake, the one that almost every man makes unknowingly. It's not primarily about what you're drinking or eating, it's about understanding the effects of gravity on your body. All day long, gravity is constantly pulling fluids downwards into your lower legs and ankles. By the time you get ready for bed, a significant amount of fluid has accumulated in the tissues of your lower extremities. When you finally lie down horizontally, gravity releases this trapped fluid back into your bloodstream. This causes your blood volume to increase, and your kidneys sense this increase and immediately start filtering out the excess fluid. This process occurs right when you're ideally supposed to be in your deepest and most restful stage of sleep. The fix: outsmart gravity by proactively elevating your legs for 1 to 2 hours before going to bed. Lie back comfortably and prop your feet up higher than your heart, allowing gravity to naturally drain that accumulated fluid early. This allows your kidneys to process the excess fluid before you go to bed, rather than during your sleep cycle. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society demonstrated that leg elevation before sleep significantly reduced the frequency of nighttime urination in participants. Bonus tip: when you do finally go to bed, try sleeping on your side, and especially on your left side if possible. This position improves overall circulation and relieves pressure on your bladder, which can further reduce the urge to urinate during the night. Now, I know what you might be thinking at this point. Doctor, that's a lot of changes to make all at once. I'm afraid I'll get discouraged and give up. I completely understand that feeling. That's precisely why I want to leave you with one final guiding principle: the rule of one. Don't try to overhaul your entire routine and fix all 5 mistakes simultaneously. Instead, pick the one mistake that gave you that aha moment, the one that resonated most strongly with you, and focus on mastering that single adjustment for the next 3 nights. Small, consistent wins are what ultimately lead to lasting, positive change. The key to achieving dry, uninterrupted sleep isn't relying on a magic pill or a quick fix. It's about gaining a deeper understanding of how your body works and learning to work with it, rather than against it. This is how you truly reclaim your comfort, your freedom, and your confidence in getting a good night's rest. You're not just fighting against the aging process. You're actively partnering with your body's natural rhythms to optimize your sleep. So, which one of these mistakes was your personal aha moment? That's your starting line. Let me know in the comments section below. And if this video gave you a clear plan of action that you can start implementing tonight, simply type "plan" in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so we can continue this health journey together, week after week. Take care and sleep deeply. It's a truly frustrating cycle, isn't it? You settle into bed, fully expecting a solid, revitalizing 7 or 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. But then, as if your body has a built-in, cruel alarm clock, the urge hits. Right at 2 a.m. Without fail, you grope your way through the darkness, half-conscious, forced to make that annoying trek to the bathroom. Your sleep is completely disrupted, and you already feel drained for the next day. And who do you blame for this nightly interruption? Maybe that innocent glass of water you sipped an hour before bed. Or perhaps you just sigh and resign yourself to the idea that, well, I guess this is just what getting older feels like. But what if I told you that the biggest and most easily corrected reason for those 2 a.m. wake-up calls has absolutely nothing to do with what you drank and everything to do with how your body handles gravity and temperature fluctuations while you're sleeping? The reality is that your bladder is simply the messenger, delivering the bad news. The real culprits are more subtle: gravitational shifts in fluids and deeply ingrained biological responses that your body struggles to regulate effectively when you're lying down horizontally. These combined forces essentially put your kidneys into overdrive mode right in the middle of the night. I'm Dr. Narita, and for the past 12 years, I've specialized in men's health, with a particular focus on practical, non-invasive solutions to common issues. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 most surprising and frequently overlooked mistakes that are likely sabotaging your ability to get truly restful, deep sleep. We'll count them down from number 5 to the number 1 offender. And the number 1 mistake, the one that directly involves gravity, is by far the most powerful and yet most frequently overlooked strategy of all. Mastering this single technique can literally cut your nightly bathroom trips in half, starting tonight. This information is absolutely crucial for your long-term health and also for your sense of dignity. Fragmented sleep does a lot more than just make you feel tired and grumpy. It negatively impacts your mood, your ability to focus, and your overall quality of life. So, if you're ready to finally take back control and reclaim those dry, uninterrupted nights of peaceful sleep, do me a quick favor right now. Go ahead and hit that like button. Your click helps push this vital information out to more men who are struggling silently with the very same issue. And while you're at it, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so we can continue to support you on your health journey every week with new insights and solutions. And finally, I always enjoy seeing how far this community reaches, so drop a quick comment down below and let me know what city and country you're watching from. All right, let's dive right in and tackle the 5 biggest, most fixable mistakes that are currently ruining your sleep. Mistake number 5, the 3-hour liquid myth. Most men are generally aware that they probably shouldn't chug an entire bottle of water right before crawling into bed, but many mistakenly believe that sipping a small cup of tea or a single glass of water an hour or so beforehand is perfectly harmless. Unfortunately, That's the critical error. The general rule isn't just about drinking less liquid at night. It's about stopping your fluid intake much earlier in the evening than you probably realize. So, here's the golden rule to live by. Your kitchen is officially closed for all significant liquid consumption a full 3 hours before your head hits the pillow. Here's the biological reason why. It involves something called the ADH defense. When you drink fluids, that liquid has to first be absorbed into your bloodstream. Your kidneys, which are your body's master filtration system, detect this increase in fluid volume and immediately start producing urine to compensate. This entire process, from absorption to urine production, can take up to 180 minutes to complete. So, that seemingly harmless glass of water you drink at 9 p.m. when you typically go to bed around 10:30 p.m. is essentially setting your kidneys up for peak urine production right around 1 o'clock or 2 a.m. in the morning. Your body does have a natural defense mechanism against this, a hormone called ADH, which stands for antidiuretic hormone. ADH levels naturally rise while you're sleeping, signaling your kidneys to slow down urine production and conserve fluids. But drinking too close to bedtime actually suppresses the release of ADH, effectively keeping your kidneys in daytime mode when they should be resting. The research backs this up. A major study published in the Journal of Clinical Urology actually found that men who adhered to a strict 3-hour cutoff for liquids significantly reduced their nighttime urination frequency by a remarkable 40%. The fix is simple. Front-load your hydration. Make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids throughout the morning and afternoon hours, and then gradually taper off your fluid intake after dinner. Tell me honestly in the comments section below, what's your current liquid cutoff time before bed? Mistake number 4, the hidden diuretic trap. Let's say you've already mastered the art of managing your liquid intake perfectly, but you're still finding yourself waking up in the middle of the night to urinate. Now it's time to take a closer look at your dinner and, just as importantly, when you're eating it. Part A. The timing disaster. Eating a heavy meal within 3 hours of going to bed keeps your body actively engaged in digestion.